Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Savannah by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle here on Nights of Silvermoon. It is, of course, not our only game on this channel. We do have Age of Innovation, an ongoing series of cataclysmic ages in our friendly DM Aaron's ongoing awful world building. Everyone's having a bad time, but it's okay because it's alternative history. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And intermittently, we do have Martell Twin Companies, our ongoing Star Wars game on occasional Fridays.
That's right, Graham. Occasional Fridays. We are looking at the end of this month for our next game, in which we will be figuring out what we're going to do next because we just sort of finished an arc, and that's basically just left on a big cliffhanger. So,
Well, I mean,
how
the
it goes.
last arc was mostly just the ship crashing into something, and you were all fine afterwards.
Yes,
Yes.
fine.
Mm. Just emotionally destroyed, but that's fine.
I mean, that's kind of how most of us came in, honestly. So,
And then you played characters. Yeah, got it. Cool.
right.
And Dreamy, where are you on Tuesday?
You can find me with our friends over at Top Down Tabletop Tuesdays at 7:30 Central for a D&D 2024 campaign. It's loads of fun. Also, fun fact, because the players don't know they're playing right now and it's about to happen, you can hear my voice on the Bards of New York stream for the next 2 weeks as a fantasy Lady Whistledown. So find them on YouTube. Love them. Don't watch them. Watch us on Wednesdays.
You have been voluntold. Are there any other announcements that I am remiss in mentioning? No? Okay then. I suppose that leaves only one thing. Let's tell a fucking vampire story. Last time on Savannah by Night, Poppy postponed a dinner date with Cora due to being pulled into work by Nico. The two Toreador eventually shared a heart-to-heart about the nature of their unlives. That she can either be scared and vulnerable alone, or scared and vulnerable with friends. She then sought out Tylene after acquiring the context of the woman's sire. While very few details were shared, both discussed the trappings of being presided over by a controlling sire. And that the oppression of the past may explain their present, but does not have to define their future. Kate ran into her clanmate Rook as he was allowing himself to be less reserved around a more militant-presenting Bruja. Thatch, as he called her, needled both of them in what appeared to be entirely amicable terms, rather than the usual expected animosity present between the two clans. Although there was perhaps a tiny ember of it nestled in the challenge of competition with the junior Ventru. Soon after, Atherton waved over Kate and facilitated an introduction to the Toreador clan whip, Ms. Madison Griffith, all prim, preening, and prodding. A subtle reminder of just who has their well-manicured nails on the vulnerable pulse of the city. Ellie went to Fitz and tried to bring up with him the eyeless monster in the deepest, darkest depths of the Warrens. The usually perpetually smirking Fitz lost all mirth and swiftly dragged Ellie off to a more isolated space within Elysium to explain how they don't talk about that particular elder while at Wormslow. Furthermore, the state of kindred politics in most Warrens both defies and transcends the local expectations. That there are creatures beholden to more clan than sect. Poppy reconnected with Olivia Moore, a Tremere botanist the New Bloods briefly interacted with on their second night in Savannah. Poppy related to her a vision Cora had of the pair of them, where both the Toreador and the Tremere were spliced together as one uncanny image in a dress that both did and did not suit them. Much like Tylene, the two discovered a disturbing similarity in the relationship they had with their sires. More importantly, a shared nightmare they keep expecting to become reality. And yet, their overlapping fears were oddly comforting to one another, that they were not alone in them. Vega found Kate in the crowd and proceeded to make a more formal introduction, where she proceeded to grill the younger Ventru. It was left decidedly unclear what the true aim was: threat assessment, headhunting for future deputies, sussing out whatever unsaid directive had truly brought her to Savannah. To test her mettle and nerve, to put the fear of the sixth tradition back in the forefront of the neonate's mind. Or, perhaps just as likely, all of the above, and for the simple joys of seeing how easy it might be to rattle the cage. The unlikely trio of Kate, Poppy, and Ellie coalesced in the main hall of Elysium. All three shared some of their news from the events of the evening, but it was Ellie that walked away with two small but no less important victories. They convinced the other two to join them in going hunting, and, much to Poppy's dismay, made it known they had already had her number. But as you are splitting off in a few directions, Poppy, you had one last meeting you wanted to get into before you left Elysium.
Yes, a meeting that suddenly she is slightly dreading, but having just promised, or not promised, having just mentioned what she was doing to her pal and acquaintance, she is gonna do it.
Okay.
So she'll find Sebastian.
Do you text to confirm that he's there?
Yes. I'll say something like, I'm at Wormslow here if you want to talk.
Now, well, I will have him respond in a moment. I just want to know what the other two are going to be doing in the meantime. So we'll start with Ellie.
Ellie is going to begin with getting their computer, which they probably left in Lila's car, and finding a more private area so that they can start get their dinner ready, and also do a little bit of research. I think, Graham, when you and I spoke, there won't be too much time to do research, and based on the amount of time. So one of the things I would also like to do, and see if I can have a moment while I'm alone to get it done, is make a little device that I can store somewhere?
Make would be hard. You'd already have to have one with you.
Okay. Would I
But we
have thought
can-
of that beforehand?
Well, we'll come back to that in just a moment. I'll have you think about that for a sec. Kate, what would you be doing in the meantime?
Unless Ellie is being utterly secret about where they set up camp, I would like to go sit right across from Ellie. I'm not trying to see what's on your computer, but if we're going to follow you to go eat, I need details.
In that
Okay.
case, Ellie is definitely going to spend the time researching the flower and not.
Okay. So, picture in picture, you have the laptop in front of you, and
Right
over the
across.
screen is Kate
Mhm.
at the adjacent chair.
In that same very like taking up space kind of way she was sitting when you walked into the room at Lashes.
Yeah. And it's one of those things. So I don't think Kate has actually encountered Ellie when they're in the midst of doing things, but it's one of those situations where Ellie kind of like gets the computer open, starts like kind of looking around every now and again at what's happening, but the palms of their hands almost stay completely still as their elongated fingers take care of all the typing.
I would like to fade out on Kate sort of watching this disembodied Ghost in the Shell style typing for a moment. And I'll have you do some thoughts on that later, but we're just going to filter back over the Poppy. You do get a text back saying, I'm here as well. Meet me upstairs, the railing overlooking the hall.
Great. Poppy will just thumbs up react to the text and make her way up.
You pass up the well-conditioned stairs in part of the main lobby, round that particular open below section. Finally make your way into the railinged section that overlooks the main hall in Wormslow. And you see a man in a very dark navy blue suit, slight sheen to it. Almost like it's not that sort of wet effect, but something that just has a little bit of a gossamer shine in just certain particular ways the lights are hitting it.
Nice.
You get the impression that if this was more of a nightclub, it would have a little bit more of a spectacular effect, but it's too subdued here.
Right.
By design. He turns in his well-manicured appearance. Poppy, was it?
Hi. Yes, it's nice to meet you.
He holds out a hand to shake, and it's not unlike when you met Dalton. It doesn't have the same rehearsed economy of motion to it, but it is just a proper handshake. None of that, I'm trying to crush the wee dainty girl or assert dominance in some way. It's just polite handshake.
Great.
Yes.
She will.
Mm.
She'll shake his hand.
And then he responds afterwards by just clasping a wrist in front of him. So, what did you want to talk about?
I've been making a point of meeting anyone who's anyone, and I just wanted to formally introduce myself and maybe ask a little bit about what you do around here.
Oh, well, I provide something of entertainment across the county in some more lurid fashions and some a little more, how do I put this? Mainstream good time debauchery.
I see. That's good. You can span the gap. That's beautiful.
Exactly. It's good to have a diversified portfolio, as a Ventru say.
I agree. I actually recently met an artist at SCAD who definitely has a diverse portfolio, kind of in the same way that you do.
Oh, now which one are we talking about?
Which person?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's one of the it's an undergraduate student.
Oh, I see. I
Yes,
thought you were referring
yes.
to one of us. Interesting.
No, no. But I'm sure there are more of you with similar interests.
Hmm. But to speak more plainly, I dabble in some of the strip clubs, the drag shows, reviews, that sort of thing. The kind of entertainment where things get a bit blue.
I love that. I am a designer of events and spaces myself, so I'm glad to meet you.
Hmm.
Though I'm not sure my events have gotten blue, but they always could.
Well, what are you working on now?
Currently working on an installation at Titus's racetrack. Harlan's going to be working with me. DJ Rally is also, thank goodness, going to provide some music and some help with syncing up lights and things to the base. It's going to
Oh,
be wonderful.
how multidisciplinary.
I try.
Oh, I'm glad that you are able to branch out and get uh, different people with different disciplines involved.
Thanks. I'm really inspired by I guess the kind of myriad of things people are interested in. So and I'm very glad to meet you.
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure what we could collaborate on, but I have, of course, always trying to find a way to make some of the venues more entertaining and sometimes a little more of a niche or broadening out that niche.
Well, feel free if you ever do have a creative project where you may need a bit of an artistic hand. Feel free to reach out.
Hmm. Well, I suppose that depends on your capacity for the tawdry.
Oh, I don't mind it.
Hmm.
I've been
Interesting.
to different events before.
I see. Well, perhaps you should head out to one of my clubs when you get a chance. Let me know when you're coming by.
Oh, absolutely. I'm always a sucker for burlesque.
Well, that's some of what we do.
Yeah.
That's more in the highbrow section, but it does happen.
Of course, of course.
But is there anything else you'd like to ask while you have my attention?
Oh, no, I just wanted to go ahead and meet you since I'd heard so much about you.
Oh, what have you heard?
That you're a businessman and that you have a variety of venues under your belt.
That much is true. Now, what's the worst thing you heard about me?
Honestly, wait, Graham, has Poppy heard bad things about him other than just like be careful?
I'm pretty sure that was the extent of it.
Okay. Um, I'm not sure I've heard any bad things about you or anything that seems bad to me.
Well, perhaps we can correct that.
Well, you know where to find me. You have my number now.
Mm-hmm. Well, good evening. I hope things work out for you and your project. Let me know when it's up and running.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
And if you need any particular sort of dancers for it, do let me know.
We may. We may. I will ask if that does come up.
Good evening.
Evening. She'll turn slowly and kind of elegantly walk away, as elegantly as she can. Just trying to play up a little bit of a sex appeal thing
Mm-hmm.
in a business-like way.
I'm gonna have you roll perception alertness at 7 real quick.
Oh God. Get my dicey dice. Emphasis on the diciness. Okay. 4 dice. That is all failures, Graham. All failures. No ones.
No, not a botch.
Not a botch.
Okay.
All
well,
failures, though.
Then you don't get the DLC for that.
Okay.
So as you're walking away, we're going to cut back to Ellie with Fulton watching them. I'm assuming a bit like a hawk, but you can't see what's on their screen. So Ellie, what exactly are you trying to research right now?
Well, Graham, I'm so glad that you asked. So Ellie's going to pull up someone who is a little bit of a regular. What's the best way to put this? Kate has her herd, and Ellie has their clients, and
herd with extra steps, got it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a little bit of just checking in on someone who hasn't paid Ellie to keep silent in a little bit. And so it's actually perfect because it's about time for monthly dues. And so Ellie's gonna send just a quick little encrypted message over to that person who by now, I mean, it's about that time of year, so they should be, or that time of the month, so they should be expecting it at this point.
Just a regular reminder of the mortgage on their continued life. Got it.
Exactly. If they want that life to continue to be very
as
fruitful.
It is.
Yes.
Now, do you have a particular place in town that you would want them to go to? Would it be the same as the last one you sent them to, or are you trying to keep them off their game here by sending them somewhere else every time?
I think we want to keep them guessing a little bit.
Okay.
For 2 reasons. One is for them to keep guessing, and 2 is for the other 2 not to be like, oh, this is the same spot that we can expect Ellie to be at every month.
So a couple of layers of paranoia. Got it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So how do you word this message?
Hi, bestie. Your
Good
brother
start.
called. And he's feeling I should go to the cops unless I get another 1,500. Winky face. But not the emoji.
You could
the
see
winky face.
Yeah, you can see the little response dots going before the winky face, and that stops it cold for a minute. As if that was just a gut punch too far and they needed to take a minute, recompose themselves, and send back when and where.
I send the coordinates, send the time, and and say, you know the drill. Come alone. If I see anyone else with you, deal's off.
You don't get anything back, but that has been the pattern before.
The next thing I'll do is I will look up the flower that Olivia gave.
How are you looking it up?
it is a little bit of putting in descriptions of the flower and also connecting flowers to like either intoxicated dream states or medicines, that type of thing. So trying to make those connections.
Okay. Which platform are you using to do this research? Mundane internet or something else?
I think I'm gonna try to use something else, because if this is something Olivia's giving out personally to our kind, it's probably not something you'll just see on a gardener's forum.
So what I'll have you do is, in order to even have the correct language, I'm going to have you roll intelligence and occult. Do you have occult?
I do not have occult.
Okay. This is going to be at an 8.
Great. Graham, I would like to use a willpower.
Okay, make sure it's marked down.
Marked.
You, I believe, are down 2 willpower at least at this point, just making sure.
When did I use the last one?
Did you use one at Lashes?
That's what I'm
used
thinking.
one at Lashes, and we're on the same night.
Yep.
Goes fast.
Yeah. Eight, you said? Great. With the willpower, I have 1 success.
So your best bet is to try and either do a search through ShrekNet or put out a post going, hey, I've seen this. Does it do anything? That sort of thing. But you do some cursory searches through the through some sub forums. It's like browsing a more messed up version of Reddit.
Yeah.
Or less messed up, depending on your worldview. But you're putting in a description of maybe, well, how well does Ellie know flowers? Let's start with that.
I'm going to be very honest. I don't think Ellie is the type of person to go out and touch grass. So I not super knowledgeable.
Okay.
I would say.
So you do realize that there is a certain amount of granularity the more you start reaching into this. You can't just say blue flower.
Right.
Because you do get back a lot of cross results from people like Orson, not Orson himself, but people just in similar positions who are creating little tips about how they cultivate their particular gardens. And it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
You find some things that say broadly terms like thaumaturgy or GMO, but you're not getting a lot of very concise information pointing in an exact direction and not in a direct answer. But what you do see is that it is not mundane, or at least that's the strong impression you're getting. While you are busy doing this search, and Kate is observing, what are you trying to do in this moment? Are you trying to read some facial expressions? Are you... What's the accomplishment? What's the goal here?
I'm gonna make small talk with Ellie. Definitely want to bring an air of intimidation with it. So Ellie, where are we going tonight?
What's your preference?
No, you said you hunt in a certain way. Where are we going? I'm not going without a location.
Well, I'll be giving that location to Poppy. And then if Poppy wants to share that with you, since she can share it.
So why does Poppy get it and I don't know if I'm going as well?
Well, are you driving?
I could.
Well,
Have you
when
asked
we
Poppy to
decide who
drive?
drives, when we decide who drives, that's the person I'll hand the coordinates to.
So what's your method once we get there?
Well, sometimes I do a little jump scare on them. I jump out in front of them, go ha, and then I say no one will ever believe you, and I scurry off laughing. Sometimes I take them down to the Warrens and show them a good time.
Sure you do.
Sometimes I improvise.
You really want us to go with you, layering it in all of this bullshit? You know, I had a really great conversation with Vega earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just a nice reminder about who to call first when shit hits the fan.
Well, good news. I've been doing this many times. And I
Many
know
times,
how to
very
do it
specific, very
right.
detailed.
I don't ask you how many times you've done whatever you do.
I don't bring people with me.
Well, we both know why that's the case.
So why do you want to share your hunt with us?
Well, Poppy mentioned that she was hungry. I happen to be hungry. Seems like it's a fun little exercise.
So are you and Poppy going to tag team your same victim?
We'll see how hungry we get.
Well, that's certainly generous of you.
I'd say
Yeah.
this is a good time for Poppy to be walking into this.
Okay. Social engagement is done.
How was
Where
it?
are we going? Oh, it was fine. Very businesslike. Which is maybe not what I expected, but, you know, meeting
Did you
people is important.
expect lecherousness and...
To tell you the truth, yes. Yes, I did.
So, dear Ellie here was just telling how only the driver is getting the coordinates, and Ellie's willing to tag team their feed with you.
Oh, is that what's happening?
If you
I know,
if you
Graham.
want, I would offer this to Kate, but I don't know what she likes, so I can't really.
That's a lot of
detail
blood out of
around
one
that.
person. That's a bit of a risky situation. Unless
Yeah.
you're bringing in friends.
Is it multiple people that we're meeting?
Just one. I'm not that. I just need a little snack.
Okay. I could also do with a little snack. I'm just curious about your whole deal.
You're not the only one, it seems.
Yeah, you're a little odd. But
Thank you.
are we ready? You're welcome. I can drive us there if you would like.
I'll drive if both of you are getting out. I'm not gonna sit in the car with nothing to do and nowhere to escape. No offense.
We could all hold hands.
Ah, nice of you to be the getaway driver.
Wait,
Okay.
me?
No, I will.
You're the getaway driver.
And
Okay.
Looks like
if
Kate's
shit
volunteered.
hits the fan, you know who I'm going to call as I leave you behind.
That's fair. I don't think shit will hit the fan with me, though.
No, I think the shit that might hit the fan is that you and I start feeding and Kate just leaves us behind without any reason whatsoever. But, you know, That's her
Well, you
choice if
still
she
haven't
decides
told
to
us
do
what
that.
exactly you do. You told me you jump out and go boo. You told me you take him down to
Oh.
the horns for a fun time.
Oh.
I said those are options.
Oh.
So where are we going, Ellie?
And Ellie sends you the location via text.
I'm gonna take that pin, and as I'm have my phone open, and it's great you text it to me because as far as you know, I just have my phone open seeing where we're going. I'm dropping the pin into the group chat.
Amazing.
Oh.
Poppy and I are going with Ellie. We'll explain later. You need this information.
Still not seen.
Oh. Well, if you wanted to share with everyone, I can just
See, you wouldn't know
have the
that
group
though.
chat. Oh, you were sorry
was
when
me
you were
texting.
saying
Mm.
Yeah,
that was
that was the
accurate.
text.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. To your car?
Mm-hmm.
Kate has a nice car, Ellie.
Oh, can't wait.
So, quick question before this scene fades out for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Do either of you get changed, or are you going in your present clothing?
I'm changing my shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
I am fully in blue denim platforms. Yes. Would Poppy have the forethought to have a change of clothes in her car? Is the
She would have
question.
had the clothes she wore to work.
Okay. That's maybe, well, no, the dress
Would you
is
have
like
worn
pretty
like
flowy.
pumps to work though?
I wear like nice jewel tone dresses and pumps and pretty things. So actually the platforms are gonna offer a little more stability than the pumps. So she'll be in her outfit that she's wearing now, which is a nice flowy pastel kind of patchwork dress with a mesh white shirt underneath it and denim pumps. Platforms. They're great.
And Ellie wears Poppy's business clothes. Got it.
Perfect. Ellie is
Yeah, is Ellie still in the Lash outfit?
Ellie is very much still in the Lash outfit. And did not bring a change of clothes, so this is what we're going with.
Commitment to the bit. Okay.
Yeah.
As you pile into Kate's car, I have one final question. Is this somewhere out in the boonies, somewhere in the middle of city? Is this a park? Is this a forest? Is it a lone graveyard? Where are you planning to send them?
Oh man.
You can hold
Graveyard.
on to that thought for a little while, and you can tell me when we come back to this part of the scene. Just since I'm thinking about it then.
Sounds good.
And now we're going to resume with our cliffhangered group.
Great choice.
Sam. Right here, buddy.
Mwah.
The glowing yellow eyes are the only truly discernible feature of the humanoid shape obscured by shadow and mud. The eyes appear to dim as they narrow. The form pitches forward into what at first is a loping pace that swiftly breaks into an all-fours mad dash straight toward you. Trampling brush, the sides of tree trunks are shattered into clouds of splinters from the mere scrape of this creature's unflinching form. I'm going to give you a moment to respond to that, but only a moment.
Well, Cora saw it right as it was emerging from the cloud of fireflies. I imagine that she was sort of asking an idle question to Artem.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever notice, now that we're embraced, sometimes the world just seems so much more full. Like there's all sorts Um, Artem?
I will say, Artem,
Yeah.
while Cora may have spotted it first, you rolled high enough to see above the table, in a way. You had your big brain moment. So while Cora saw it first, your reaction time is sped up. Your processing time is sped up.
Okay.
You having, done a stint in the woods, your fight or flight system is a little more tightly tuned compared to most people.
Yeah. So,
You have seconds to react to this. Both of
the
you.
very first thing we're gonna do is keys in Cora's hands, get to the car.
I bolt for the car.
Immediately try to get in between it and Chris.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is initiative?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. It is, you're going to roll a 1d10.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You will add as a modifier your total dex, celerity, and wits.
Okay. Oh, shit. All right.
Ooh, okay.
It's pretty good. Okay. Well, I rolled a 3, but that
Okay.
is a 10.
12.
Nice.
Sorry. It was, who got what? Sorry.
I got
12
a
for
12.
10.
And just to make this easy, I'm going to have Chris go with a 9. I'm going to see how well this guy rolls. So as this mud and dirt-caked individual with indiscernible features barrels down on you. Oop, that is way too many dice.
Just be 1, Graham.
Well, I'm going to have to adjust this. As you are sent scrambling back towards the car in unfamiliar woods, the creature still barrels towards you. Artem, you're trying to get in front of it. Doesn't even really matter if it's Chris or Cora. You're trying to take the brunt of its attention. How do you do that? This
So
isn't part of initiative. I just want to see how you're doing this so I can start graphing.
yeah, he's basically going to not try and get like right in front of it, but move close enough to where he's in striking distance. He's going to put out his arms and just try and get its attention.
Okay. Now,
Probably making loud noises.
So the mentality of if you are being attacked by a bear, try making yourself big and loud and imposing to make it think twice. Okay. For those of you who are not watching the stream in the game, you may want to look at it now just for reasons. I'm not saying why, just a thought. Okay. We have our initiative, we have some basic actions. Cora, you're up first. What are you trying to do?
I pivot in that sort of stumble step, rotating sprint sort of way that someone does when they're surprised.
And pushed and...
Sure, exactly. Sort of touching the ground as to kind of keep myself up while I then sprint for the driver's door of the vehicle.
Okay.
I'm try to note as I'm running what the ground surface is like. If I think that it is too spongy out here or full of logs and stuff to support the rover, because I am getting it into my head that I am going to ram this thing with the car to help Artem.
So I'm gonna have you roll something. It's going to be, well, because you're heading for the car. That's the main goal in this particular act.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Get in
I'm
the
gonna have
car,
you
get it turned
roll-
on.
I'm gonna have you roll dexterity athletics just to clear through the woods to get to the car.
Okay.
So combat in World of Darkness is a little more loose in the sense that storyteller and cinematic rather than you clear 30 feet in a round sort of thing. So we're just going to see how this goes.
And
You can add your celerity.
Yes. All right, I will. And perhaps because this is early in the scene and Cora's not used to this, can I use a blood to buff my
You can.
physical skills for the scene?
You may. It should say on your sheet how much blood you can spend in a turn.
Mm-hmm. It does indeed.
Okay. That's how much you can mark off and add to your dexterity if you choose. Now, keep in mind that would be subtracting from your total blood pool.
Yes.
So,
I'll go ahead and just use one for now and have a nice
okay.
P.
So just make sure to mark that off.
Things to roll. I have.
Okay. And give yourself a reminder saying that you have, for the duration of the scene, an additional point in dex.
Okay, I'm gonna do a fun little thing here and put a little mark on my character sheet. All right, here I go. I'm rolling.
Okay.
What is the success?
DC 6. Actually, because it's unfamiliar woods, panic situation, we're going to do this out of 7.
All right. Oh, I got very lucky. I actually have 2 to reroll.
Ooh. And no ones?
That's an additional success and no ones. So I have a full. Cora is apparently really good at running away because that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Important
5,
life skill.
6 total successes.
Okay. I will say with that, you get to the car, you Dukes of Hazzard slide across the hood, door open, keys in, and you're able to turn the engine. But that was still a bit of a run. You cleared that in about 3 to 4 seconds, but you still got everything else happening behind you. So let's check in on what's going on there. Martel.
Hello.
You're trying to get this thing's attention.
Yes.
Well, great. Let's go for, how would you like to, you want to do intimidation, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. In what way? So intimidation, we can do this as a strength, so you're trying to show a display.
I could, so if you'd accept appearance, that would maybe make sense.
Because you're trying to use your bulk.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I think that's an interesting off-brand use of that. I am going to put this at a 7.
Okay.
Spending blood won't increase your socials. It would increase your physicals if that's
I'm thinking about doing that. In fact, I think I may go hard here.
Okay.
I think we're going claws out and 1 strength. So I'm spending 3 blood.
I don't think you can spend 3 blood in 1 turn.
I can.
You can? Fun. It's fun what the others are finding out now.
One wouldn't have been too hard to guess, I don't think.
So it takes 2 blood to pop out the claws, or just 1?
2.
It takes 2, and you're going to spend 1 to give yourself strength. Are you going to change to strength as your intimidation roll?
I feel like it just makes more sense to do it this way, but it would give me another die, so I mean, I'd take it.
Interesting. I would say this is a show of strength.
Okay.
This is going to go from a 7 to a 6.
Okay.
Because you're spending some resources to make this happen. This isn't just you saying, I just look pretty at it. No, you are.
I do look very pretty, though.
Yes. Okay, so describe the claws, how they form.
So as he's it's very quick. Artem has, since the beginning of his journey as Kindred, been using these as both tools and weapons, and they just very quickly appear, almost like you would like Wolverine does it. It's just like
but it's not claws shooting out of the hand. It is your hand becoming this bouquet of organic blades.
I always sort of imagine them coming out of the fingernails as well.
That can be certainly part of it.
Yeah. Let's see. So we've got 6 die to roll. Let's do that.
So you got your strength. You're using intimidation. You've added 1 blood.
Oh, I'm sorry. 7 then. Yes.
7. Are you using any willpower?
I think that's a good idea.
Just be sure to mark it off. Make sure you're marking the temporary. This is going to be a costly night for everyone, isn't it? A lot of blood, a lot of willpower being spent.
Okay.
I think I know what next session is going to be about.
It's supposed to be what this session was about, Graham.
I lied.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so we got 2 successes. I've still got to roll 2 more die. That's a 1. That's a success. So we stick with the 2, and then we add the willpower as 3.
Well done. You do get this creature to not back away, but you see its bare, ruinous, indescribable in the sense of just, it is a foot and yet not. As if it didn't quite fully form. It stomps into the ground as if trying to break itself so it doesn't collide into you. As in using brake like on a car, not break the foot. Just, I saw the face journeys there, like, oh, I need to re-explain. Okay. You do finally get a slightly closer glimpse of the malformed face. The eyes glowing in even sharper relief now that you're closer. Like the foot, it is a malformed set of non-features. There is a nose, but it's more a slanted, almost pyramidical set of slits where nostrils would be. But the thing that does have some definition are the row of irregularly shaped and placed teeth, sharp, jagged, almost, you can imagine, serrated. It screams a howl at you. Not unlike the T-Rex from Jurassic Park being a blend of so many different creatures mixed down together into a deafening cacophony, as if trying to scream you back. I'm going to have a new player. No, Chris runs screaming from off screen, her own claws fully formed. But by the time this turn ends, she doesn't quite make it there. She is still firmly behind you. The creature is not progressing forward. Cora, you don't know this because you cannot see into the woods. You were told to go to the car. You went to the car. The car is on. You have a decision to make. Do you try to take the car that, well, I suppose you don't know who gave him this car?
No.
And why it matters. You know that the trees are a thicket and not easy to navigate with the car. But if anyone could find that magic, it might be you, but at a hefty cost. So you have a decision. Do you want to try and plow this into the woods in the hopes that you will get there? Or do you want to try and wheel this around with the intent to get the hell out of there? Or maybe there's a third option I'm not thinking of.
I have an emergency flare in the backpack in the car, if we remember.
I do love me a third option.
Yeah, so I'm going to spin the car around and then grab the flare and head back towards the gangrel.
Okay. I will allow you to do another run at a lower difficulty because you rolled so... Actually, I'm not even going to have you roll this time because you rolled so well last time.
Thank you.
Now, the question is, do you light this mid-run? And then what do you do with it once you have it?
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I will light it mid-run.
Okay.
And I will hold it up and charge back that direction with the intention to get it in this thing's face, or Cora's not entirely sure yet. But we're going back to help.
Okay. I just need to find a very quick ruling on something. There it is. Because this is something very specific. For some of you who had a more in-depth education with your sire, was taught about the dangers of fire. Now it's one thing to have a controlled blaze like a match or a cigarette, or even some candles once you've gotten used to it. A fireplace may have made you uneasy, but because it's a controlled fire in a place you expect to see fire, you get over it quickly. But unchecked blaze, that can cause a problem. Martel, would you
Yes.
say that Artem would be expecting fire this evening?
No.
I can answer for Chris. So the question is, Cora, are you throwing this between them, or are you trying to get its attention by just waving it?
I'm gonna wave it.
Okay. Let's see the exact. Now, this has two names. The proper, well, proper is a bit generous considering it's a made up but grammatically correct German word. Roschreck, which translates to the red fear. I will be having the creature roll.
Was that the name of the creature?
No,
Okay.
that's the name of the red fear. It's the experience you get when you are presented with flame. It at first bares its teeth and snarls as if to recoil. But it starts plodding towards you, Cora. Artem, it's your turn.
Do I need to roll for red fear?
You're going to have to.
Okay.
This will be at a difficulty of 5.
Okay.
And it is...
Is it courage?
Let me look at this again. It is a courage roll.
Okay.
Just courage. You can, of course, spend willpower if you'd like.
I'm going to very confidently say that I'm going to tough this one out.
Very well.
Set it a 5? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's 4 successes.
Excellent.
Sorry, 3 successes.
Oh, well.
Damn.
Doesn't change as much as you think. You feel that instinctual fear, that calamitous subconscious thought of you are going to be consumed by fire. You will die. It will be pain. It will be screaming. And you will be gone. Here and forever. But it is a thought that quickly passes. As you shake this off, you're not able to ignore the 3,000 Kelvin blaze that is being held aloft by Cora. The reason why she is not rolling for it is because she is controlling it. She is aware of it.
That's cool.
It is, however, making you uncomfortable.
I'm
You
holding
do
it up
feel-
with the same hand
Yeah.
that I had the sun experience with.
For a moment, you feel as though your hand is the fire. But only for a moment. The woods are lit up not in the orange-white light of day, but in the harsh, sharp contrasts of reds. But Artem, is able to put that fear at the back of his mind, shunt it down, compartmentalize. What do you do now?
You said it's moving towards Cora?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Choices.
Yeah.
Remember, it
don't
was
wanna-
just in front of you.
Yeah.
And now it turns. It's looking towards Cora and stalking her way.
Mm-hmm. Starting a fight seems like a really bad idea, but I may not be able to prevent that anymore. He's going to try and get He's going to try and get Chris and Cora to back off.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try and back off. Can I potentially ready an action to strike with the claws if it gets...
I would say you are past the point of prevention.
Okay.
You have to make a choice. It is already loping towards her. You don't have moments, you have split seconds.
Yeah, then I guess it's time to go. We don't make threats we can't keep, so we will start to attack.
Okay. And you're using your claws.
I'm using my claws.
So most combat maneuvers is at a difficulty of 6. This will be at a 5 because Core has gained its full attention. The fire has filled its vision. It's forgotten about you for a moment. So this would be Dex and Brawl.
Brawl, yes.
For the sake of connecting.
Okay. That's good. Okay. 2.
Two successes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll damage. So just give me a moment because I have to flip through a few different pages here.
It was 7 dice, and I got 2 successes on a DP5. That was rough.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.
Okay. So it will be
Should be strength +1.
yes.
Aggravated.
Indeed. So I'm gonna have you. Yep, the amount of dice is your strength and then 1 extra one.
Okay. So we've given ourselves.
You also have an additional strength. So you got what?
Yes,
7?
I do. This will be 6.
6.
Currently, I have 5 strength.
5 is your base, and then you've added to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's... All right. Let's hope I don't...
crit.
Well, we're definitely getting a lot of damage. Let's see if this is a 1. It's not. It's another success. God damn. Okay. So we've got 5 successes, and I've got 2 10s to roll.
Okay, so that's 5.
This is at 6, yes?
It's at 5.
This is at 5, okay.
Because Cora has distracted it.
Beautiful. It's 6.
6 successes. Where were you trying to attack on the body?
He was trying to... Obviously, I didn't call my shot, so I can't say anything cool like the eyes.
This is the cinematic portion.
Yeah, so the idea is we're going for the chest, trying to see if we can get one of the arms off.
Okay. I would say, for a moment, the claws sink into the chest and the backside of the shoulder blade. Because you're not just swiping with one, you're going for both, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Explains the amount of successes anyways. As you're trying to catch this creature as it's turning away from you to head towards Cora, you lash out and latch on, trying to prevent it, trying to do as much damage as you can and to stop it from going anywhere else. As your serrated fingers dig into the flesh, they overlap with one another. And just as you start to pull back and it tries to pull forward, you wrench the arm off the socket, deep into the chest, taking out this gouge from the upper portion of the torso. You stumble a little bit at the additional heavier than you expected limb off balancing you. It's no longer looking at Cora as it lets out this blood-curdling, high-pitched, deafening, screeching howl of a roar. As discussed before, if we're comparing to the T-Rex, it's like it's happening in both ears and in the middle. You are in the middle of the full THX experience happening entirely inside your skull.
He already doesn't like noise, so this is not great.
Hell of a time to learn that anyone is misophonic.
Oh, my heightened senses is on. Is that a problem?
If you were unprepared, this would be a bad time.
Okay.
You're not unaware of the flame, but because you started it, you initiated, you know exactly what it does. You were holding it up. This was all going according to plan. If this was thrown at you, we would be having a different conversation. I will, of course, be rolling for Chris now. Seeing as this creature has been partially dismembered by Artem, her own claws out. Drop that to a difficulty of 5 because it's a little discombobulated from the combined visual assault and the now this is mine now situation that you've done to it. She only got 1 success. However, she gave it, how do I describe this? As it is screeching at you in a way that, combined with the red contrasting lighting and putting everything in sharp relief, both its face and the sound it makes fills your entire vision as if that is your entire world. But a scrape of claws sends that audio attack almost off in the wrong direction, as if freeing you from the targeted cacophony. And as the screaming growl gets louder, it snarls at all of you and starts to run away. Now the question is, do you let it? Do you take this as your victory? Or do you try to pursue?
Ooh.
The question would be answered first by Cora, as she's next in initiative.
Cora already knows from the fight with Havel that she does not have the martial ability of some of the others. The flare seems to have done its job. I think that if we're going to be fighting this thing further, Cora's going to be taking her lead from the gangrel who are used to this environment.
Okay. Do you continue holding the flare? Do you throw it at the fleeing creature to try and force it away? Or, again, is there a third option I'm not seeing?
I wish there was a cool, fun third option, but at this point, I think those are really it. I'll take it and kind of move it down to kind of, act as like I'm holding the flare like a shield almost at this point in the direction of the thing.
It's already started to run. So the question is, it's not really looking at you. But do you try and scare it off further?
Yeah. It's already starting to run. I'm gonna turn to the two gangrel things. To the car.
Are you holding the flame out towards Artem and Chris at the moment, or?
I'm turning my head to ask them this question while facing the creature.
Okay. Artem?
Think he's gonna say this thing's dangerous, and he's gonna go after it again.
Okay. Chris is following your lead. The question is, Cora, are you following this?
Yeah, if they're going to fight it, I'm going to be there with them. I don't want to get separated.
Okay.
And maybe I can stuff this in its mouth or something.
Artem, I'm going to have you roll your courage again.
Yeah.
You need a total of 5 to just completely shake it off.
Okay.
And you already have 3.
Oh, cool. Okay. Is that how that works? All right.
So you almost did it on one go, which would have been really, really rad. But
what is my target again?
it would be 5.
It is 5. Okay, so that's 3 then.
You get another 3?
Yeah.
You are aware of the flame, but it no longer holds any terror over you. Chris seems like she is side-eyeing, as though she is struggling, but not succumbing.
I don't suppose it's possible to pass along any of my successes to her, is it?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we sort of glossed over this round to do you all chasing after this creature together, I'm going to head on back to Cora. You are chasing this creature down. It is... Well, actually, let's have everyone roll a Dex Athletics to see if you can catch up with this thing.
Well, this may be to my detriment now.
It will be a 7 for Cora because you're messing up your night vision with this flame and again unfamiliar woods. So you're getting this red high contrast strobing through the woods. You got 3. And for Cora.
That is 3 successes for me as well.
Nicely done. I'm going to roll for
Nice.
how well this thing can outpace you, or if it does. That would be 4 successes.
Fucker.
And as you get further and further away from where you first met it, the ground is becoming soggier, marshier, harder to traverse in. So the question then becomes, do you follow suit, or rather continue your pursuit, or do you turn back around?
It's too dangerous now, I think. So Artem will just kind of like hold out his hands.
Now, the question is, Cora, do you acquiesce to that, or do you try and press the advantage instead? Or the perceived advantage?
Cora being so out of her element is winning against her other tendencies to just keep poking. So I think that she'll listen to Artem's signal, stop there in the woods. But I think she holds up for a moment before actually turning around.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of her that wants to keep going.
You see Chris railing a little bit more, where at first she wants to go through Artem's arm as she's giving her own deafening howl at this. But in a way that's, you are holding her back from pursuing, but she's not trying to fight you. There's something primal, territorial, something Ativan that has been activated. But after a moment, there is that shuddering deep breath as some sort of kindred equivalent of adrenaline passes.
Are you both okay?
Are you?
So far. What the fuck was that thing?
You see Chris just pacing back and forth as if trying to keep herself tethered and not try to chase after it, but also really wants to.
Mm-hmm. Artem's gonna say, I think it was one of us.
You're kidding, right? That wasn't us.
It can be. Either way. Everything I've heard, everything everyone's told me, marshes mean wolves. We don't want to get caught by something worse. Let's get back to the car.
All right. I make my way back that direction.
Chris?
She gives a long, lingering look in the direction she thinks it went. There's that slight dig in of heels, not fighting the urging to go back to the car, but just I need to tether myself here or I'm going to run after it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a moment where, put that out.
I look for a really mushy part of the dirt near me and stick it into the swamp, the marshland. Cover it up to extinguish it.
And that does seem to calm her down. Not all the way, but enough to just, now she's just a little peaked, not wanting to rip something.
Cora, trying to lighten the mood as she sometimes does. Looks like the supplies came in handy anyway, huh?
Oh, that
Both
was
said
nuts.
I wasn't going to need them.
You see Chris just roll her head in your direction, and she just starts walking towards the car. Do you two follow suit? Do you make any detours?
Yeah. Actually, can I do another? I assume whatever was here is gone, but can I do another just survey for anything? Maybe we can try and salvage something.
Sure. Cora, do you
We
want to
have
do
won
something
the
as well?
hunting grounds.
Cora, do you want to do something as well?
Just talk to Artem while he's looking.
Okay.
So, I take it when you two go hunting, it isn't normally like this.
It's not.
I'm gonna say it's at a 7 now if you're doing your roll.
Perception, alertness. Yes.
If you're just trying to do something mundane, yes.
Yeah. No. Maybe we should have gone out in the house. I didn't realize what else was out here.
I have to wonder if it was my fault. Sometimes, like when I was out exploring the graveyard, I feel like I can see other things, like not normal things that people see in life, you know. I was curious when you said we were going to be quiet and listen, and so I tried to do just that. I felt like it noticed me see it.
I mean, it's probably good that you did. I doubt you summoned it. I did get 1 success, Graham.
Okay. Whatever was in the area isn't. All the smells have dwindled. Except for the unfamiliar scent of whatever that was.
So, sniffing around, I guess, do I get the sense that this is a hunting ground that we have kind of invaded without realizing it?
It would be very difficult to discern that. The smell isn't so strong that it suggests habit. And when you think back to earlier when you were first sniffing around, you didn't catch it. So it may have just been pure coincidence. Chris had said that she had been in the area before.
Yeah.
She didn't say who she was with, what she did. So this may be you just caught it on a night where it was loping through the area. Or it's recent. It's hard to know.
And
Is
also,
this the sort of thing we need to tell Vega about?
I was going to ask you, who do you think we should tell? Let me... Oh, shit. Let me call the boss. I think Vega will be the next call, yeah. Or
She always
maybe...
wanted us to be the first, but or her to be the first.
This is kind of different. I almost wonder if we should call the other one instead of Vega. They'll all... We'll give them all a call. But first... Big man.
I will say
I imagine
that...
we're walking at this point.
Yeah. I will say that there are 2 of you. You each have a phone. You could be placing different calls.
Yeah, that's true.
So you will see Chris leaning against the car in that you don't experience this so much as vampires, but maybe more at an emotional level, that sort of adrenaline crash. Her hands are no longer steak knives. But she was peaked, and now there is a bit of a crash. So she's a little out of it at the moment.
Cora's feeling that hit a little bit too.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to do their call first? And are you driving away?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get in the driver's seat.
Okay. Now, here's the question for you. You did remove a limb.
Yeah. How messy is that?
Yes.
Okay.
There is, like in the Flintstones, when you would see a giant brontosaurus steak and it has that giant bone sticking out of it.
Oh my god.
It's a little bit of the shoulder assembly and some of the collar.
Mm-hmm.
With all the ripped and torn flesh attached.
Do you have a blanket or something in your supplies?
I take out the little space blanket.
Perfect.
And rip the pack. Hand it to him.
Worst deli sandwich
Or
ever.
actually, I'm driving. I direct Chris to reach into the pack.
Okay. Here's the thing. What do you say to her?
Um, there's a space blanket in the mesh pouch on the front.
She
Chris,
doesn't
if you could
respond.
grab it.
She doesn't respond until you say her name. And what?
Space blanket.
Oh. And
Here, I can help.
yeah. And they get that done. While they start working on that, Cora, you're gonna place the first call. Who is it to?
Well, I don't have Artem Sire's number, so I'm calling the sheriff.
Nobody has her number.
Nobody has her number.
Oh yeah, no, Alden, the adopted sire.
Stepdad, what are you doing?
Excuse me.
Mhm.
Your
What are
sire
you
is a
doing,
cryptid.
stepsire?
We mentioned this earlier. So
Okay.
yeah,
You're gonna call Vega?
I'll call Vega and I'll
Yeah.
use the car's Bluetooth because I'm responsible.
The car does not have Bluetooth.
Car
No.
does not have Bluetooth.
No. It is an
Okay.
old Dodge Charger in matte black.
Do you mind if I drive?
I will be irresponsible.
Well, do you give Arden back the keys and let him drive, or do you try and drive in? How do you want to do this?
We're probably not even driving yet because she's probably doing this while we're like.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. I figured we were en route, but if not, then
We can do that part afterwards.
I'll hand the keys back to you and
Thanks.
go ahead and place the phone call.
Oh, so soon?
I'm not trying to get another interview right now. That would be nice, but no, I
Get to
messed
the
that
point.
one up. There's an arm here. We found
Drop me a pin.
a creature in the okay.
Here's the question. Would you say an arm or would you say something else when you're talking to Vega on the phone?
I want to be
Mm-hmm.
real here.
Okay.
I know it makes sense to come up with a code word.
Mm-hmm.
Cora's probably not thinking about that right now.
I'm just making sure. She will cut you off when you just say there's an arm. Drop me a pin.
Army of ants all over the place. She'll drop the pin.
Click.
Oh, shit. I will immediately call Alden in the middle of wrapping it up.
I guess we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
We
You do hear it ring a little bit longer. And finally, yes.
ran into some trouble. No, nothing wrong, but I've got something I'm planning on bringing back to the house.
I see. My house or the house?
The house. Unless you'd prefer it, yours.
No.
Okay.
Who else knows?
Chris and Cora and Vega.
Good. Is this something that should involve Maplethorpe or something else?
I'm not 100% sure. I think Maplethorpe makes sense.
Is the situation dealt with, or is it active?
It is active.
Call him.
Okay.
Click.
Shit. Okay. Ring, 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 ring.
This goes for much, much longer. And you hear more of a growl rather than a hello or a yes.
It's Artem. I have something for you to check out.
Where?
I'll drop location.
Click.
Drop location.
It would be at this moment you realize that the group chat has moved a little bit. Without your notice. And I think that's a good time to go on break. See you back here in a little bit, folks. Welcome back. This is the second half of our Savannah by Night game where we just had, well, hunt is a strong word. Maybe more prey. Maybe that's correct. But let's see if the other half of our neonates are the ones doing the hunting. So let's check back in with Ellie, Poppy, and Kate. Ellie, what part of town have you directed Fulton to drive you to?
So, I have instructed them to bring us to a bit of a secluded area that's near a park.
Mm-hmm.
And I am providing some more detail as we are driving. And the details that I provide are I'm gonna have you park us at about like far enough away that you still have us in eye line. Obviously, you should have the car off and not just headlights pointing in our direction. And then once we do that, Poppy, you and I will get out. We will go ahead and make our way just into the bushes. And once our mark arrives, I'll tell you what to do next.
What are you gonna do about your countenance.
That's good. That's a good point. I should probably have another face on.
Oh, is that something you can do?
And, well, what kind of face do you want?
Do I want? I don't need a new face.
No, for me.
Ah. I feel like you should go with, I mean, since we're at a park, it makes me think of my youth. You should go with like skater dude at the park vibes. Like, it's giving Kyle, something like that.
Would Kyle do this outfit? Noting that.
What
very-
are you wearing
here's the
again?
thing.
Oh.
Obfuscate doesn't just work on the face, it's the entire image.
So Ellie transforms into a kind of like scruffy, little bit of scruff around the like beard and mustache area. Longer, the hair extends to like longer shaggy blonde hair with a beanie on top, and the outfit transforms into a hoodie much like you have seen Ellie wear before, but it looks newer and dirtier at the same time.
Excellent.
Ooh,
And
grunge chic.
yeah, really. And Ellie just turns to you like something like this. And it's one of those things you don't see the transformation happen, but it's just kind of suddenly like you blink and it's just morphed.
Kyle, you look great. Do I need to worry about myself being recognized? Does the person get a good look at either of us? What is your tactic for sneaking up on them?
This is just backup in case they see me.
Oh, okay. So I will make myself unseen then.
Yeah.
So what kind of a park is this? Is this like more of just a green space? Is this where kids play in normal hours, or
This is the type of park where it's like the people who hang out at the park are usually just locals in the area. It's like technically a park, but it's not visited by tourists or the like.
So this is
very
far
much.
outside the downtown area.
Yes.
This is more towards the scattered neighborhoods on the outskirts.
Correct.
Okay. Well, despite your disguise, you're still trying to stealth into this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In the meantime, Kate, what would you be doing? And you're going to be sitting in the car, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna and keep a close eye on them.
Okay. So I'm just going to transition back to our other group for just
Yeah, I was gonna say,
a
do we get any
moment.
responses?
While Kate, you are parked up, Ellie and Poppy are starting to get out of the car. And Poppy wouldn't be looking at her phone at this point, I assume.
No.
Kate might be, but we'll see. Does Artem or Cora send anything in the group chat? Are they responding finally to the few things that were in there?
Thumbs up on Poppy's outfit.
Very good.
Eyes on the location.
Cora,
What's
are you
going
doing?
on? Question mark.
Like the little like overheated face with the tongue sticking out emoji on the outfit. And Sorry I didn't say anything earlier. Got a little distracted.
Do you add anything else about your night, or are you leaving it just at that, either of you?
Maybe wait for a little back and forth.
Okay. I'll let Kate start a response in there, and then we'll move to the duo.
I'll ask anything interesting.
Cora's gonna look over at Chris and Artem since we're all in the group chat.
Chris isn't looking at her phone. She's
Okay.
She's a little shut off right now.
Maybe tell her we'll be at the house.
We'll be at the house.
Vague. Okay.
Okay. We're going
Thumbs
to
up.
move. Okay. We're going to move over to Ellie and Poppy. Since this is a green space, in your mind, are you imagining a lot of trees? I suppose this is more of a neighborhood park than a city park.
Like enough trees and bushes, to at least hide another person. Usually Ellie doesn't need as much foliage.
Now, when you say hide a person,
hide
A
Poppy.
body, Graham.
A body, another body.
A hot body.
Yeah. So yeah, the main thing I do is I just, as we're walking, I go to Poppy and I go, so this is something I've done many a time.
Mm-hmm.
As such, I know what I'm doing. That means
So I shouldn't improvise.
correct.
Mm.
I'm glad we're on the same page here.
I'm good at following instructions, she says coldly.
Well, you're also gonna need our help in case Kate decides to leave early.
Oh, she won't.
It's nice that you have a lot of trust there.
Kate has a soft spot for me. Who doesn't?
So Ellie is we're gonna make our way behind that bench. You do not move until I tell you to.
Okay.
There might be a suitcase. Feel free to grab it.
Okay. Like a fancy suitcase?
It'll be obvious.
Okay. Sure thing, Ellie.
now, Ellie, you've done this before,
Yeah.
not just with this individual, but as a matter of course. You've given them a time, you've given them a place, not just the park itself, but where exactly in the park you want them to be.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you also tell them from which direction to approach, so that you can control the scenario as much as possible.
Yes. And I also give him very specific instructions that it has to be them that arrives. They have to be alone. And I have to see no evidence of them having called any authorities.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, in the usual window that you have seen this person show up at this or any other park or alleyway or wherever else you have conditioned them to go, you see a man in his mid-50s, a bit chubbier, stouter, and graying silver hair. Very well-kept beard. very short, very trimmed, in the same color as his hair. Doesn't appear artificial, just aging properly. He has a bit of a gut that he's trying to hide under a light summer linen jacket. And he is taking a cloth out of the breast pocket to dab at the sweat on his forehead. He is walking a little faster. That's adding a bit more of a waddle to his step. As this is a man that's used to a very leisurely pace. And he's glancing left and right in a very furtive and concerned way. Where would you direct him to? Is it to a bench? Is it to a lamppost?
It's to a bench
Mhm.
where it's one of the benches that is like they didn't plan this out correctly, so one of the benches is in the darkness, not lit by a lamppost.
Okay. And in a way that does not face the direction you would be approaching from.
Correct. And
Okay.
right, because the idea is that we would be my concept is that we would be arriving a little bit earlier and hiding as
Fair.
he comes in.
So what I'm going to have you do is roll Dex and Stealth. If you have any celerity, you can add it to your Dex score.
Great.
I will say this will be out of 5 because of the pre-planning. Now that would be for Ellie, but because Ellie, I'm assuming, wants this to succeed, they are giving Poppy some pointers, telling them when and where to move and how, so that you are also out of 5
Correct.
Okay.
and pushing you into the light at the last moment.
No. We don't do that. Unless we want big trigger time.
The seed of doubt has been planted.
Okay. Oh, I can re-roll this one. Six successes.
Nice.
No ones.
5 successes.
All ones. Got it.
All ones.
Now, I don't know if Ellie would be surprised at Poppy's prowess at being so secretive and stealthy that your initial instruction intended to help her are unnecessary. This is practiced. Second nature. When you adopted a new face, it was barely even a blink and you miss it moment. It just happened as if it always was there. In the same sense that Poppy is able to adapt to the shadow, pay attention to the light, know where to step, know where not to step.
Ellie does like a satisfied nod at Poppy and a little grin as they get to their destination.
I imagine a little like in the Beetlejuice cartoon, whenever he would adopt a false face and his teeth were the exact same.
Yeah, you see, the skater boy has like the most awful teeth.
Gosh, Kyle, go to the dentist.
As the person approaches and sits down, Ellie turns to Poppy and just gestures. And is going to look around to make sure he wasn't followed.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to have you roll. Just based on your high combined stealth, you're able to be hidden in such a way that you have such a good vantage point. And also because of you pre-planned this location.
Yep.
You know where to look, and you are not seeing anything. He's not reaching for a phone. He's still kind of just dabbing his forehead. And there's that moment of hesitation of when he sees that darkened bench. There's that flinch of denial of, there? Really? Where he almost seems to hug the briefcase to himself for a moment, and he looks around again. And sinks down into the bench, and you, being so properly quiet between the two of you, can almost hear that slight creak in the wood of the slats at this distance.
Ellie turns to Poppy and just goes and starts creeping towards the man. Now, just a clarification question for you, Graham. What's the amount of blood that will get someone like woozy enough that they like have to take a second to?
I'd say threshold is 3. 4 would be if you really want to gamble.
Okay, because what I'm thinking is, because I don't need a whole lot, is I will take 1 blood and allow Poppy to take 2.
Oh,
if she
very
needs.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I would love.
Now, would you have communicated this before, or is this like all hand
So
signals?
I'm not
as
sure
you're all
how.
sort of pizzicato violin string creeping upward.
Yeah, I'm kind of not sure how to say that without getting too mechanical.
Yeah.
In universe.
1 for me, 2 for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like 1 gulp for me, 2 gulps.
Okay, I'm gonna go for 1
Like-
Mississippi. You go for 2.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it is a little bit of like, I'm just gonna take a bite. You can have a little more. Just don't overdo it.
Got it. Cool.
So I will go and
I'd like
take.
to place 1 more seed of doubt.
Perfect.
Why is Ellie being so generous?
Right?
Carry on.
So Ellie's gonna go in one side of the neck, get a bit of blood, and then as Poppy is feeding, if she so chooses, Ellie will grab the briefcase.
Okay. I would say with the prior stealth roll, I'm not going to have you roll again, because that is a whole mess of successes. Who goes for the first sip? Is it going to be Ellie?
Ellie.
Okay.
Ellie.
Okay. Now, Ellie had previously stated, you might see a briefcase. Feel free to go for it. Do you take it during Ellie's sip?
That was the plan, since
Okay.
that was my instruction.
Great.
Got it.
So Ellie will see that happen.
So you're able to get the pre-discussed sips. So please mark that down of Ellie, you got 1, Poppy, you got 2. And this, not a massive man, but a heavy-set older gentleman does... and
I'll like
sinks
catch
down,
his head so it doesn't hit.
so there's
like,
no
hard.
bounce.
Yeah, I don't want him concussed, probably.
Okay. It is a little bit of a struggle because it's a lot of very dead weight of a man that, well, isn't dead in this case. He didn't take that much blood. But he's taking a rather enforced nap.
Great.
I assume both of you were careful in the sense of you cleaned the wound, you licked the puncture marks so that they are no longer visible.
Yes.
Yes.
And Ellie is going to gesture towards the car.
Poppy will lead the way.
Okay. I'm just going to give Kate a little bit of time to do something either in the car that she had been thinking about, or respond in the group chat a little bit longer, or just drive away. That works too.
No, I'm here to keep an eye on them because it's one thing if you fuck up your solo feed, but when you pull others in, I'm keeping an eye on you.
Okay. I will say it would be very difficult for you to pay attention from here
Okay.
due
There
to
wouldn't
they
have been
rolled very
someone.
high stealth, and it's not like you're parked inside the park.
Yeah.
So it would be more a case of you may have seen a man go in.
Mm-hmm.
You have yet to see him come out.
So it's not like an open park like Forsyth is or anything where you could park like along the edge and look?
I'd say with a lot of neighborhood parks, there's a lot more trees and shrubbery that would kind of obfuscate.
Gotcha.
And it's dark. It's not during the day, right? So that creates issues.
Because the goal was to park somewhere to see them, but that doesn't make sense.
Be more a case of you would be able to look for signs within the park of something going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Someone running out screaming, or sirens coming, and the longer you sit, it's that weird Schrodinger's issue of nothing has gone wrong, everything is going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
In that little liminal space, are you checking back in with anyone? Are you sending any texts? Are you trying to get any further clarification from Cora and Artem?
I want to, but I also want to keep an eye out. So I will keep an eye on the clock and see how long it's been. And if it's moving into a get worried time, but otherwise wait and try to get in touch with that's why you keep calling him the wrong name, because I just saw his new name, Artem and Cora, after the other two get back.
Okay. It doesn't take very long, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes, because the point was for them to arrive and get into position ahead of when this gentleman would be arriving. You do see someone walk in.
If it's taking up to 20 minutes, I might go ahead and make a call then.
Okay. You can do that.
I'll call Cora.
Cora, you are either in the car or leaning against it because you haven't left the spot yet.
Yeah, since we're told to hold tight, I'll just be with the passenger door open, sitting on the seat, but like with my legs out.
Okay.
Planted on the ground.
Yeah,
Are we told to hold tight?
Yes.
Oh.
You dropped your pin to both Jethro and Vega. So they're on their way to you.
Got it.
It doesn't preclude you from eventually going to the house afterwards. Just the initial incident. Go ahead.
So, hello.
Anything I should be concerned about?
No, I don't think so. It could have been a few moments ago, but it's well handled.
Cora, I'm gonna need is something more solid.
It's best to talk about it in person, I think.
Are you and Artem together?
We are. And we're all right. Chris is here with us too. We'd gone hunting, and out in the woods, as one does.
Okay.
The game was pretty wild.
Did you make any calls that need to be made?
Yes, of course.
Okay, as long as the right people know.
Thanks for checking in, Kate.
As long as you're more open when we meet up.
I think I can do that. How
Later,
are things with
Corin.
you?
Oh, sorry.
If you want to do that again, you can.
How are things with you?
Watching Ellie and Poppy hunt. Nope.
Oh, you're out too, huh?
I wouldn't say hunt.
Which part of the woods did you go to? Cora's got cover for you.
No, I wouldn't have said that. I would have
I'll let you retract.
Yeah. Keeping an eye on Ellie and Poppy, who are out together.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I did go for a couple of little drives with Ellie, and it was very pleasant, surprisingly. So.
Well, I'm hoping for the best and expecting the worst, so.
I suppose that's still safe to make that presumption.
As long as the three of you are okay, Cora.
Yeah, same. Will we be seeing you later?
I'll see you at the house.
Okay, see you there.
And then Kate will text Chris.
What do you directly, not in the group chat?
Directly.
Okay.
Not sure what kind of bullshit you all got into, but I'm here if you need anything.
It does take a little longer for you to get a response to that. You're not seeing that like scene aspect, but they just haven't looked at their phone yet. And when they do,
I think
finally,
Kate would be one to like stare at it to see if she's writing back or anything.
not right away. It takes a couple of minutes, and it's just a gif of someone with frazzled hair hyperventilating.
Oh, that good.
And I would say this would be when Poppy and Ellie are, if they wish to be, heading back to the car.
Nah, we'll just
I wish it. I wish it.
Yes, we head back.
Okay. Now, do you all start heading back, or rather, the three of you, do you start heading back towards Wormslow, or do you go for somewhere else?
I'm pro going back to the house.
Ellie, do you need me to dump you off anywhere?
Well, if you could kindly and gently drop me off at the house, that would be great.
Sure. Rate me 5 stars on Uber.
I'll give you a nice tip. Poppy's like smiling and clutching this briefcase also in the car, just like.
I don't know if you're in the front seat or the back seat, but Kate will smirk at what Poppy just said.
So what's in here?
Open it.
I'm not gonna like combust, will I?
I wouldn't be in the car if you would.
True. Click, click. Eek.
What
does
you
she
see is stacks of $100 bills.
Oh, Ellie, you have a great method of hunting, grr. This is beautiful. Is this for you? All for you?
You know what? You were so helpful today.
Uh-huh.
I am willing to give you and our driver
Mm-hmm.
500 each.
That's so generous. Why
What
are
can
you
I
being
say?
so
I'm a
generous?
benevolent human being.
Not a
Half
human
true,
being.
maybe?
Only half of that was a lie.
Is this usually what you do?
It's usually a little bit more, I'm gonna be honest.
Wow. Did you extort this from that gentleman we left sleeping on the bench?
Kate, did you see our friend enter?
Yep.
What kind of read would you get from him?
And what kind of raid would I have been able to see from the car?
I guess. What kind of read are you even looking for from just a glance of some waddling older gentleman running into a park holding a briefcase in the middle of the night? What
Yeah,
does
I
that
don't-
tell you? With a very nervous expression on his face, looking back and forth.
Well, he was paranoid as fuck.
So Kate, you saw that he was paranoid, running quickly. Did you get anything else from him?
No, honestly, I wasn't trying though. I know you said you set up a feed. You've got money. I'm assuming blackmail is involved.
Did you have something really fun on him? Blackmail-wise?
Well, fun enough that someone is willing to come to a secluded location and follow exact directions.
That's so fucked up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're not going to tell us what it is, though, of course.
Oh, he paid me money to keep it a secret.
Oh, you are an honorable person. Wow. Okay. Why did you let us come with you? You're okay with us knowing that this is how you do business?
Well, I brought Tabby on one of these runs.
Yeah, but Tabby's not like you.
Okay.
Well,
Also, Tabby trusted you too.
that means a lot.
And said good things about you too and the others before you left. Before she left.
Wow. Wow. Well, thank you, Ellie, for taking us on this adventure. This hit me in the nostalgia place. It's very fun.
Well,
Look, Ellie, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think we have to get along or be best friends or even really trust each other, but as long as you don't try to bullshit me, I won't bullshit you. Deal?
is there any bullshit you're trying to get rid of right now?
No.
Okay, then. And Ellie like leans back in their chair. It's like, so we going?
I imagine that a lot of this I thought took place
Oh
as we were
yes, it's
driving.
in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. What was Graham's wonderful phrase, automobilic sorkening?
Ooh, that's good.
I say some wild shit sometimes, apparently. Anywho,
It's one of the ones I wrote down.
Graham's like, I blacked out.
Yeah.
honestly, I do. I go into a bit of a fugue state when I run these. In any case, I think we can fade out from that scene a little bit, if that's okay.
Sure.
And we will fade back in on the roadside assistance to Cora and Artem and Chris.
So, Chris, how you holding up?
And you see her huff upwards to blow a strand of tangled hair out of her eyes. Better. I don't want to rip anything apart at the moment.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I did, though. And if
Yeah.
you've ever seen anyone coming down from an adrenaline crash, you do see a little bit of that shake, slight tremble of not someone upset, it just is all this nervous energy and the chemical crash that they don't know what to do with. And there's that whole body fidgeting going on.
I'm probably going to be seeing eyes in the woods for weeks now from myself. So
I normally see eyes in the trees, woods, in the dark all the time. That's the point. That's what we're looking for. That's fucking new.
so you really think it was one of us?
I-
It. My sire told me that you can lose yourself.
That badly?
Yeah. I thought we were screwed. I thought it was a wolf. But it wasn't. And I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know what the hell else it would be, though.
Cora's gonna pick her feet up and slide to face the proper direction in the passenger seat and just kind of lean back against it. I've been interested for a long time in finding out what else is out there, if we're out there, like we are.
Did you ever ask?
Did I ever ask? Of course.
What did your sire tell you?
I'd get bits and pieces.
Hmm.
He liked to let things come out in bits, little parts. Not to give me everything at once.
Yeah. Similar. Well, if you want to keep looking, maybe we should stick together.
Yeah, I'm realizing in the last few nights that it pays to keep some of you close by, I think.
Is Vega coming?
She said she was going to be, well, okay, no, she didn't say that, but she told us to stay here, so
Okay.
either she's coming or she's sending someone.
You see headlights
Okay.
Speaking of,
from in front and behind.
Cora straightens up. Should I get that second flare ready?
Maybe. It's probably okay. Artem is going to get out of the car.
Chris looks around, and with the professional driver and the driver both getting out of the car, she doesn't want to be trapped in the back seat within an unmoving car. And she gets out, but it's that not fearful body language as much as still that pseudo adrenaline crash, clutching at one arm just above the elbow, trying to just still herself. But you can
I'll
see
go
the
stand next
thumb.
to her.
Okay, you can see the thumb and fingers just fidgeting on her skin.
Artem will grab the blanket.
Okay. Are you sort of just holding it out, or are you like hiding it for now?
I'm not hiding it. It's just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
in his arms.
The two sets of headlights slow down. They stay on when the cars stop. The one in front of you, a slightly more slender figure, steps out. And the lights at first create too much of a stark contrast silhouette that you can't see who it is. And then you hear a familiar voice. What did you get into tonight? As Vega steps into frame.
We were attacked.
By what?
I'm not sure. Would you like to see its arm?
Oh, you are being serious. I see. Be less literal on the phone.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, you will. She looks around and she points for you to use the hood of the car.
Yeah.
And she looks over your shoulder to wave someone over. And you do see for a moment yellow, glowing eyes. Connected to a familiar snarl of a man twirling a small hatchet in one hand with slightly elongated fingers twisted into not quite protean claws, but getting there.
Artem will just sort of nod and he'll, get in the most in the most unobtrusive way he can. He will get the blanket unwrapped and sort of
He will just do this intake snarl snort as he passes by you. But he goes to the adjacent side of the car so that he can be looking at this so that everyone can sort of be present and have a good view of the worst unboxing.
Since it's in a space blanket, it's like the biggest, worst takeout shawarma ever.
Or, depending what you're into, the best. And this mud encrusted, dismembered limb seemingly is starting to come apart. Like an overdone, overfatted brisket.
is there any blood left?
There is. but it's the wrong color. It's almost maroon from how much blue is in it.
Whoa.
But the entire limb is starting to deconstruct, uncongeal in its own way.
What the fuck? It wasn't like this earlier.
Oh, yes, you're all so very new. When one of us is old enough and we lose a piece or we're killed, we don't just stay as a body, fall apart. Some of us just turn straight to dust.
So that was one of us.
Maybe. It's a good sign. Jethro. And he will lean over and start to, in a very primal way, start to sniff, almost get up onto the hood with it to almost nestle his face close to it. He doesn't bury his face into it, but like a bloodhound, they are trying to get that scent. One of them. Oh, so it is one of them. Good, fun. Do you know what that is?
I'm afraid you'll need to fill in the gaps.
Ah, we have a nice little local mystery. Recurring little mudmen that likes to crop up, crawl through the marches, that are like us and yet not. Did it have a face?
Kind of indistinct features, sort of screwed up. It had teeth.
And eyes that glowed like fireflies.
You see Maplethorpe turn in your direction. Hard stare.
Something like yours.
Oh, well, that's new. Let me guess, all covered in mud, dirt, and... Mm.
We thought it was made of this stuff at first, or at least I did.
Considering how quickly it fell apart, it might be. You're going back to the house. All of you.
Did I take that or no?
Yes? There'll be other questions, not just from me.
As Julie and Bruno know we're coming, that we're going to be a little strange.
Out of character, Julius.
Julius.
Their job is to let you in, unless you are causing a problem. I will let them know that you are bringing something. You will, of course, inform them. Well, I hope you didn't have other plans. You're going to be seeing the prince. Let's go.
Cool.
Maplethorpe gives one little snarling sniff as if trying to find some scent. He moves his car off the road and he goes stalking into the woods. You see Vega get back into her car. A very sharp J-turn. Of something, well, Cora, you would recognize as very flash, very Italian. There's you could swear almost a spit of fire. And for a moment you are back in those woods, in the stark red contrast. And it passes. The red you're seeing is just the taillights as they drift off in front of you. Now, which one of you is driving?
I actually am going to say, Autumn, you should drive.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't have your shit together yet, now would be a good time. Let's go.
And I think on that ominous note is a good time for us to end. Thank you all for joining. Remember that we do have another stream tomorrow night for you to check out with our Age of Innovation. Savannah by Night won't be on next week, but we will be back on the, I believe, 23rd. In the meantime, take care. See you soon.